Voice chat knows. What stock is that again? Welcome to Read the Room with Unc. What's up, everybody? This is Unc coming at you with this week's Read the Room. Coming off another pretty good week. We kind of turned the risk up a little bit here in the hot list. Took a couple more chances. I think the only thing we really wet the bet on was SVM. Silver play didn't get moving. Most of the plays offered the play or held the level pretty darn close to what we were looking for. Um, AKA safe places to trade is what we shoot for. I'm so gonna stick with that this week. A little bit more risk, a little bit more swing um, in this section of the RTL page. And you guys know how we do it. Just start with. Usually it starts with the previous ones that are repeats. Most of these are going to be swings. I'm going to try to find a way to make a notation of that. But you guys should pick up just by how long it sticks around and how I talk about the level. Baba, obviously, 87 current floor, 101 top of the channel, 90 psych and trend holding well. Same note still here, kind of turning into more of a swing play. Like the way this is setting up, still holding our trend on the weekly. If you can play this off of this 87, 88 range back to the 90s, looking good. Maybe another week or two to decide, but I think in the right environment, get some news. This definitely gets back above 100. All right, next up we have Intel. Bottom bounce here, 35, 37, 55. Our channel, like 35 long terms. Same note, scale in. This is first week note, second week note. This is third update. Still in zone, still Intel. Check the chart out here just so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, we got this one line. See it really good on the weekly. Kind of see it on the daily also. Had the ER drop. Just confirming this 35 level. Could be down here for a while, but I really do like the company. In general, they go through cycles. Maybe not the biggest risk reward ratio, but I do think we can get, the $7 to $10 move from here. All right, this one kind of sneaked in there. I think I just replaced it weird on my notes. But Brush, this is new, not a repeat. Uh, the IPO that I like, $1.80, $2 ads currently best. Current range back to the upper twos. Best to rinse and repeat, or keep your profits in here for if this does take off. Volume's really good on this. It's about 3 weeks old. Here, let's do some dirty TA here. I said 180, so if you come right here, go 180, and then 2, sub 2, so let's go 189. So there's your perfect ad channel right there. You can see it. And then yeah, you get the range off of that. This is IPO, purely social play. As crappy as they come, but the ratio and range is not to be ignored. Another swinger for me, Funko. It was an ER pullback looking for 20s to hold here, range back to 26, 27. The report was decent. Low volume still here, second week in a row, but it's trending up 22 now. So we've already got 10% out of this off this bottom. Kind of nailed this candle perfectly. So I like where we are in the entry. Just looking for the trend to change. Hopefully market conditions will help this, or we'll get a PR or something on them. Not really a fan of the product, but I am a fan of how they have something very unique. Talked about that in previous voice chats. All right, Mullen, is it dead yet? 77 level holding well, range back to $1. Keep it simple here, same note, same channel. I haven't changed nothing. Actually delivered last week, I believe Monday. We got it. We got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Monday it was like 85. It ran up, maybe like 93. Kind of showed weakness there. Check back to our levels, reset. I don't want to let it go because of the way the daily look off of this 77, maybe 75 cent level. Pure rinse and repeat. Hoping to catch it when the momentum comes in here. All right, PTLO. Daily note moved up to here. This was just my random notes. 22, 29 with range of 28s. I like the company long term. Full disclosure, this is something I am long and will go long in. outside of just day trading. I like everything about these guys over the next 5 years. Update, it's just below our level here. So I'm a little biased on this chart. You can see it on the weekly. I don't think we're going to get this 18. Could totally get 20 again, but we're kind of revolving around volume profile here, 22, 23. You see it on all time frames. Um, Accumulation currently, I like to accumulate with them. Playing this range back. If we go here, I'll do it on the weekly. If we go back out, this did have a good run at the IPO. A little bit of Warren Buffett in on this play also. Next, Gevo, resetting on 310, range back to 370s. Bigger picture still is the offering of 450. This is just one of these that it looks like it's resetting down to this level that we played last time. Like everything about it from that angle. What is going on over here? That's a big old PLC. Jesus. All the shares are traded. They just rock that weekly. Yeah, I like it off this level, this 310. Might not get there. Might confirm before that. But I like how it's all looking currently. Again, previous winner, I'll definitely give another chance. All right, Kind, 324, flipping support with range to fours. The weekly looks ready. I got a lot of weekly looks ready notes, but they look ready on the weekly. Here, look at this thing. It's dribbling around on the bottom here. Big flush on the ER. 324 is confirming last week. You can see it right there. Just like the way this chart is set up. All right, next is next. Lagging natural gas play. 778 looking for all-time high over 9. This one I asked about the flow last week and didn't really get the response, but it came off the dang level just perfectly. So I'm looking for that to happen again here, maybe even with a higher low. But we are running at all-time highs, which is the 9s. This is a natural gas play. Definitely an uncharted territory, but I do like the confirmation we're getting off of 778, 775, whatever you want to call it. OPAD, insider buying at 170. It was huge too, like huge insider buying. And the level is holding well in the chart. 231 our main line, nice channel play. The 231 to 170 would be the channel. Rinse, repeat, kind of a bit of a blood buy here, but you're buying with the CEOs, in my opinion. Shit, what is that? OPAD. You're buying with the insiders here. So, yeah, 170, which is volume profile on the 1 year and the 1 hour, 20 day, 1 month. So 1 year, 1 month, both the same. Playing back to this level. Pretty simple play. Weekly, you can see it's kind of pulled there 3 weeks in a row. So we're looking for a 4th week of that. Open. Not my favorite stock, but man, it definitely is consistent. Huge sell-off back to our level. Sub 5 ads look safe. Good looking weekly once again. All about them good looking weeklies. Open. Yeah. So I think I moved this down to 465. 465 to 7 would be the channel. Look at this weekly. This looks beautiful off this level. Range back to 6. Big sell-off last week. Maybe give it a day to turn that, but I don't think you can go wrong down here in the 450, 460 range. All right, XSPA, 75 cents, very strong, but so is the dollar level. The playable channel, potential early on news, just got a hunch, kind of been following this company for a while. They like to PR right around September, 3rd quarter start type thing for them, or excuse me, 3rd quarter end type thing. So I'm looking for that. You can see the 75 level here. It's just this down here is holding, playing that back to $1. Definitely not there right now, so I do want to see the dip. I would also play this if we get confirmation off $1, try to get it 95 or something like that. Kind of a sister or sympathy company with DNA, which is also not in a bad spot this week. All right, MQ. ER dip on our lower level here. 774, range back to another 11, another weekly I love. Yeah, they just got throttled out of this ER dip. It's 3 or 4 days here trying to confirm this level. So I'm watching this level with the range back to 11. Pretty simple setup. Slower ER flush is what I'd call this here. All right, and rig flipping 350 to support from resistance. One of the better crappy energy plays. I do like crappy energy this week. Range back into the fives. So rig. Yeah, you can see it right here. Kind of just trotting around on this level. Maybe even 340 might be a better level than 350, but it's something in here it's trying to turn. Definitely looks like it's trying to turn it up with the range back, as you can see, into the fives. I like this a lot. This usually gets that day pop where you can just catch it in the morning and have a good day by the afternoon. Very easy to see because the volume will stay in it all day. Here, Thursday's a good example of that. The volume will stay in it most of the day. You just stay above average volume almost all day. And last but not least is XPEV. ER this week. I was kind of going back and forth with BBIG in this one. BBIG I do like off $1. They report Tuesday, I believe. It's a little extra for you guys that actually listen to this. It's probably the 16th one if I had to put one on here. It would have been it. But all right, XPEV ER this week. This is the one-eyed lotto 24C. This week's expiration 20 cents. Seemed like the good option if I was going to play that route. Super cheap, and I think that's a number that could be in the money if they do have a good report. 2145 is our line from Voice, and the range well past that strike. The range is actually closer to 30, I believe, 35. China ED, so it's definitely a crapshoot. Let's take a look at the chart. Yeah, you have this 34 as our main line up top, but even this 24 right here on volume profile is why I picked that strike price. I think this does good out of ER. Just a hunch. Again, it's China, it's ER, definitely a crapshoot, but the risk-reward ratio to me makes sense, especially on, here I'll pull them up, especially on this week, $24, these 20 cents right here. These seem like no-brainers to me. All right, everybody. I kept it pretty short this week. Did voice chat by myself and a lot of the notes trying to get you guys situated. Do want to add that I'm going to add probably 2 or 3 plays a day. Maybe mimicking the way the professor did it in his notes, where I just give you guys like kind of like a sector to watch and a couple notes, what I'm looking for throughout the day. Just to give you guys some daily content. I don't want to overwhelm you. A lot of good feedback I've gotten from my limited list. So maybe outside of doing these like nightly notes like this, I'll do more reviews staying inside of our box and a little more direct with how I put them. So if you guys have any questions or things you guys would like to see, let me know. It's a good time because I will be adding as much as I can why the professor is not here. Ooh, and last but not least, let me throw this in here as well. Some socials that I'm looking at. I always keep a list, 7 or 8 of these guys. Go over them real quick. G-Box, previous winner for me. We caught this little hype last week, just seeing where we cool off, especially if we hold this one 110 level. Like it a lot. Brush is in the notes, you know about it. BBY, AMC, you guys should have a clue on them. AMC I'm liking, it's getting down to 775. BBIG, I think we have another level down. Kind of waiting on that. Express, still good, just a little overextended. I like it closer to that 192 range, but this should be scalpable. BBIG we talked about. Fubo, I don't think this is done. Huge level here, about 450, seeing what it does. Probably going to have a sideways week. APMD, monkeypox play I like. Setting up well here. This will be kind of a, hey, today's the day play. Magle, the more the risky IPO play, and Blue Water Vaccines, another monkey walks play that pumped last week, kind of holding on a higher level. So those are the ones that I'm keeping an eye on out of the gate. Anything else will obviously be something that gets news and volume in the morning. But these are my expected ones that are looking for a second or third move. All right, everybody. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Let's do our due diligence for the week. Even if you get my notes, go ahead and look at the chart, put your own lines, come up with your own thesis, have a plan, set some alerts. I think that's huge right now. There's a lot going on, so if you don't want to miss something that you're pretty confident in, just set an alert. That way, if it comes into your zone, you won't miss it. But yeah, let's have a good week. I think we do get a little bit more back to the sideways actions instead of the straight up. Waiting for that next catalyst, though. You know we'll be ready for that. Any questions, feel free to reach out either in voice chat or in message chat or DM. Always respect the lines, but most importantly, let's read the room.